Alright, so you've seen a lot of people actually do this challenge. And originally, I wasn't going to do this challenge because it's not because I think it's dumb or anything like that. It's actually a really great challenge. I've seen a few people do it. I've actually sat down and watched some people record videos of it. And it's funny because mine is in face cam. My webcam is in storage, so no webcam, unfortunately. But enjoy the screen, though. Enjoy the screen of what I'm going to put on here. But actually, I have to take a piss. I don't know. It's really weird for me to talk serious. I have to take a piss. Hang on. Woo! Well, that was a good urinate. It was good stuff. Sorry about that. But I guess since a lot of people have done this trip down challenge, a lot of people actually want me to do this. And I think they want me to do this just to hear my insight and what I think about all this kind of stuff. That's typically why, people want me to do this. I guess they want to be me to do this, so I guess I will do this. But I'm gonna try and be as serious as possible, because I promise you, I don't even intentionally, how some people try and quote unquote try to act funny, just to be funny on a video. I've been doing the air quotes every time I said that. Yeah, I'm really not like that. I'm just weird as flying shit. So I mean, you literally heard me say that I plow a polywag and get hair from a smoochum. So I'm honestly, there's something wrong with me. There really is something wrong with me. I genuinely do not know what, but until then, I'm going to try and be as serious as possible. Alright, I'm going to try and be as serious as possible. So I guess we're going to talk about this whole YouTube thing. Since we're going to do the strip down thing, a YouTube thing is a huge part of my life. It is the only source of income that I have at the moment. And it's always been that way. I've never really had a job. So I guess I really can't say that I've had the struggle of the job experience. But I've had friends that have had jobs and relatives. And they always complain about it. They always complain about it. And I'm guessing that it's actually that bad, but the money is worth it, right? So I mean, shout out to anyone who's a hard worker that's watching this video, because you're about to hear some real shit from a real nigga right now. Wow, I cannot believe I said that. Get me out of this video. Oh my god. But I have a lot of friends that did this shady Crimson. I know Nick is gonna do one. Me and Nick are like brothers, we do a lot of the same shit. So shout out to my boy Nick. I love that nigga, I really do. I love that nigga so much, man. I love Shady. He's my white nigga. Crimson's cool as fuck too, man. Alright, but let's get into this video. I'm gonna try and be as serious as possible. But again, I'm just gonna do a disclaimer right now. Don't feel any pity for me. Please don't judge me and don't feel bad. Because there's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna say in this video that you probably did not know about me, and that I would never expect to talk about on YouTube ever. But I guess it's come to that point now. I mean, 3 years in, you think that you can be at least personal with your viewers now. And this video is probably going to be stretched out more farther than actual dedicated viewers and people that aren't even subscribed to me watching this video. And breath of air. So yeah, so just as a disclaimer, it may get a little dark because that's just personally who I am. You would never see me as a dark person, but mentally I actually really am. And I guess you could say the people that laugh the most are actually the ones that are struggling and grieving the most. And I guess you could say that does apply to me. No, it does not. Well, it kind of does, but yeah. So let's talk about this. The first thing I want to talk about is this YouTube thing. Almost being a 70,000 subscriber. It's ridiculous, first off. And anyone who subscribes, you guys are fucking awesome. Alright? But it's crazy to think about because let's just say you put 70,000 people in a room and then you're sitting up on the stage and you're commentating and playing a game and doing whack shit. People laugh and find it funny and find you cool. It's really insane to think about. And I could talk about this forever, so I don't want to sit here and have like an hour and 45 minute, that's actually really accurate, video here. So bear with me and let's talk about this. We'll talk about the YouTube thing for now, first off. It's been a roller coaster. There's been good days and bad days. I guess I could say first starting off with it, I was really growing on my own first starting off with it. I hit about 3,000-4,000 subscribers all on my own. I had some help with some friends, but they didn't really have YouTube channels. So I guess I really kind of got to that point on my own, and then from there on out, I was doing things like I was networking out and found more friends that are also YouTubers around my size. Like when I met Nick, when I met Mo, when I met Callum, when I met Nappy. I'm not even kidding. When I met Nappy and everyone else like that, we're all close. Like we were all 2,000-3,000 subs apart. So that's how you show right there that numbers really don't fucking matter. Like, some people are just out here, they're like, yo, I want to be his friend because he's got a big number. Hopefully I could be his friend enough and buddy up to him to where, hey, maybe this guy will like me enough to where he just gives me a shout out and we do stuff together and I leech off him and boom. And that term right there, leech, is kind of annoying because there are some people in this community that just leech and leech and leech, and it's just like, do you not feel bad? Do you just feel bad at night? Really? Just calling it your own? That's what you do? But it's weird. I don't know. Because, I don't know. It's really, really weird, I guess I could say. It's interesting that some people can do this and not bat an eye. Like, they just kind of just bat an eyelash, and just not feel bad about it, you know? Like, they genuinely do just do this and then not feel bad about it. I don't know. Like, I do the most that I can to help out my friends. And I use that word very seriously, friends. Like, I don't just friend anyone. It takes me a long time to actually become friends with someone. Of course, I may get along with you, may have a funny, Twitter convo, but that doesn't necessarily say that I'm your friend. It takes a long time for me to be friends with you. Like, I found out that me and Nick could easily, like, I can tell right now that Nick is easily my best friend. Me and Nick, we talk about all these things when it comes to this real stuff and this YouTube stuff all the time. And I guess you could say that we're around the same age. We're both struggling and we're both in critical conditions to where we want to find out what we necessarily want to do with our lives and where we want to bring it. And right now, the both of us do want this YouTube thing to work and to bring it even more than it is now. Both of us almost being 70,000 subscribers. I think it definitely has hope and promise. We just have to keep up with it. But I'm not even kidding. Me and Nick always have these serious convos about YouTube and people and everyone and just how we see things. And of course, me and him definitely have different perspectives when it comes to things. We still agree at the end of the day when it comes to some things. So I'm only pointing him out because he's doing too. But shout out to my boy Nick. But yeah, like, it takes me a long time to be friends with people. Like, it took me a long time to be as close as I am with Nick. I'd say at least a year and a half. And it takes me a long time to be friends with people because you have to find out if you can trust them or not, There's a point where you can find out, hey, I can trust this person, and then there's a point where you can find out meaning, hey, I can't trust this person, And eventually you find out that some people in this community just don't give a shit about you, but will do everything that they can just to use you, and it honestly does hurt. Like, I have been used before when it comes to this YouTube thing, and when I mean used, I mean I've literally done things with some people, literally gave them all the subscribers that they have, and blocked on Twitter and removed from complete communication. And I'm not gonna lie, that actually did really hurt. Coming from a person right now who struggles from anxiety, and I think anyone out there who also has anxiety, you already know how painful it is to have like a panic attack and anxiety, especially an anxiety attack. That is the worst thing ever. And I know a lot of people probably would not expect me, a guy who laughs a lot, is very humorous and is always upbeat, to have anxiety. But I guess what they say, the people that laugh the most are also the ones that are the most hurt, and the most wise, I guess they say. They put into that standpoint. It really did hurt me. And this was like 2 years ago when this happened. But honestly, that just gave me the worst type of trust issues ever. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I was just straight up just used by a few people, and it's just, I'm not gonna drop their names, of course. Hell, I don't even know if they do YouTube anymore, but it's just straight up just used. And that right there gave me trust issues with working with anyone, with communicating with anyone. And honestly, I don't know, dude. Like, I kind of detached myself from that entire old friend group. It was a friend group before I had between like the Lumios crew and then like ODS and all of that before, any of that. And it was just, it really did. It was super painful. Like, it felt like multiple knives being driven inside of your heart, kidneys, arteries, lungs, everything, dude. It was even hard to breathe. That the pure fact that someone could actually attempt to just be my friend this long and then just kick me to the curb the next day when they're satisfied with what I give. And this honestly was extremely painful, like to the point where I made a fool of myself to try to contact them multiple times to not even hear a word back. And it was just stupid, It was purely just stupid, and that right there gave me trust issues until I found a new friend group, being everyone from Lumios and everyone from ODS and all my friends right now that you probably don't know that have channels but aren't big. And I guess you could say that right there shows that you like, if you usually when you see people go around and they're friends with just about anyone, that's how you purely know they're not being friends for you just for the number. Like, I have a lot of people right now that don't even own YouTube channels who will strictly just be my friend and will listen and will help me out. They give me money, I give them money when they need it, they give me money when I need it, you know. And it's just, we help each other out when it comes to in times of needs. And that's why I look at the term friends and friendship so strictly. I've always looked at it that way. Even when my friends always have a problem, when it's not even involved with me, I will do the most that I can to drop everything and help them out. Like, I have literally had multiple moments where both of my friends have, like, two friends, they've gotten into it before, and I literally stopped recording, stopped streaming, stopped everything, put everything down, set aside, went into a room, get into a call with them, and we just sat down, talked it out, and made everything better. I am the median when it comes to the people I hang around with. I guess you could say because I have that neutral mindset where you can see both sides to it. And I don't know, I feel like it's because of experience and being used and being toyed with and everything like that, that I guess you can really say it that way. And dealing with anxiety, that's not something that you should do to someone that has anxiety. It's just the worst thing ever, because then you have constant anxiety attacks night after night after night, and you just can't sleep, and you're up all night thinking about how they used you. And it's just, of course I'm over that now, but at the time when it happened, it really was just awful. It was just stupid. Like, I really just felt awful then. I felt completely full of regret, and eventually I overcame this, so you can see, because I still do cooperative projects when it comes to showdown lives with friends and co-ops and podcasts and all that kind of stuff, you know, with all my friends and just anyone else that I seem that's really chill, and just we can just hang around and talk and do about anything, you know. It's just how it goes, and you know, it's just how it is. And I don't know, it's just, it really did give me trust issues, you know, and it really just did. It was honestly crazy. It just mind blew me. It was crazy. But I guess enough off that topic. I don't really want to, I don't know, it's just a weird thing to talk about, but it was nuts. It was nuts. And still, at the end of the day, I thought good of them, and it was crazy. I was like, yo, I hate being too nice. It's an issue that I still struggle with today, where I'm too nice. And of course, it's not as bad as it used to be, but God, I hate being too nice sometimes, dude. It's like, you do the most that you can for some people, but they're just never satisfied. And it's just like, why? Why are you just not satisfied? I don't know. It's an interesting topic that we can just go on and on and on for days. And we're already 12 fucking minutes in talking about it, but it's an interesting topic. It really is. But enough about that. I guess we can say I guess you don't want to prejudice. Fuck that word. You don't want to judge people before you don't even know them, you know? Like, you could see someone like, what is it? I know early on in the community, people would like judge bigger YouTubers because they quote unquote claimed that they look down on smaller YouTubers. I can tell you right now that I'm in a Skype group with smaller YouTubers. No, that whole aspect is small and pointless. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just a number. You're friends with someone because you like them and you get along. You're not friends with someone because of a number. It's just that easy, man. It's literally just that easy. It is, oh my God, it is that easy, but some people just can't seem to grasp it. It's just, it's dumb, dude. It's dumb. I can sit here and talk about it for hours. I really can. I genuinely really can. But I'm sorry about that, my cat. But you know, it's just it's whatever. You know, it's whatever. Just take the word friends as a much more serious thing than you actually can. You know, because that word is something that's not light, or not something to be light worked about. You know, if you say you're someone's friend, at least own up to it and show the actions that you are that person's friend, rather than just claiming that you're friends and just doing things purely for business and not chatting at all. That's the one thing that's my pet peeve, or one of my biggest pet peeves, is some people only want to just be friends on a business level and not actually be friends. People that I surround myself now that I actually call friends will probably be friends for years to come right now, because all these people, you know, I can trust and get along with and tell all these things, and you know for a fact that they won't say anything about it. You know, it's just, and they help me and I help them. It's just, that right there is friendship, dude. That right there is friendship. And on a silly note, A real friend will take it in the air for you. I promise you. I'd take it in the air for you, Nick. I would. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't be serious too long. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. I was naturally created by God as a comedic relief person. Something's wrong with me. But I guess we could also say as well that, just friends is a very serious topic. And not to mention, when it comes to this YouTube thing, even outside of this community, so many people will go around using that word lightly. They're like, yeah, we're friends, even though we just record and then we leave afterwards and don't chat before or at all. Yeah, we're friends though. Yeah. It's ridiculously crazy. Oh my God, so many things. And put-ons, dude. Put-ons. The term put on is someone that has done something with you, a bigger channel, doing something with a smaller channel, completely making that smaller channel, giving all of the subscribers from the bigger channel to that smaller channel, and making that smaller channel very big from what it originally was. Quote unquote, the word put on. And I guess it's a stressful word to deal about because it's happened a lot. It's happened a lot. Even outside this community, it's happened a lot. And so many people just bag on it. Like, it's so easy to just worry about what goes on in your life and your channel, and if the people surround you are good and you're good, then that's it. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being selfless. I am very selfless, and rarely do I ever worry about myself or care about myself. I do more for others than I do for myself. I could stay up all night helping with a friend who's really struggling with some anxiety instead of me sleeping, which I've done on almost multiple occasions. It's crazy. I probably should sleep. It's like 5 a.m. as I'm recording this. But I think the most at this time of hour. But I don't know. It's just, look, I urge you and anyone who's watching this, even if you're not a content creator, if you have good people around you, and if you worry about yourself, you really will be fine. You really will be. You won't find the answers to everything right away. And I can tell you this from the experience of 2015. 2015 has easily been the worst year of my life. And I can sit here confidently and say that. And I know a lot of people say that for every single year. They're like, oh, 2014 sucked. Oh, 2015 sucked. Oh, 2016 was sucked too. I'm actually looking very forward to 2016. But I'm not going to say I'm having high hopes. Because the unfortunate thing I did in 2015 is I had the highest of hopes ever. I just thought that everything was going to be great. And I thought that all the people that I knew now I still would know. Come 2015, some people I don't speak to anymore. Some people have left. Some people have died. Some people have just changed. And 2015 just has not been a good year. You really find out too, even people related to you by blood don't even care about you. And I guess I can say I've struggled with that as well. I just don't want to get too personal, but 2015 has just been a bad year. And from someone who's been looking into methods of trying to be positive and trying to find ways of looking forward to things, I can tell you right now, from someone who struggled extremely badly from 2015, and I'm not going to go too personal what happened, but let's just say it was extremely bad, like on a huge magnitude. It's not the end of the world. It really is not. I mean, when have you ever really seen me really tweet about sad things? It's like literally every fucking blue moon. When pigs fly, I don't really go out about and express it because I ask myself, it's really not worth it, and I really just don't want to go out there and whine about it because I feel like I'm whining about it. I'm not, but I feel like it sometimes, and sometimes I would also feel like as well is that not everybody would get me. I think in ways that are different from a lot of other people because I've gone through a lot of hardships, and I know people can go through their own different types of hardships, whether it's really bad hardships, whether it's not that bad hardships. It's really not the wiser thing or the smarter thing to do to bring down someone's hardships because yours are worse. I don't really like that at all. And I guess you could say that everyone goes through their own type of thing, and it just isn't the end of the world. It's just not. It really is not. And when it comes to this YouTube thing, you just want to do the right things, because I know everybody, when you start a YouTube channel, you want to be successful. Why would you make a YouTube channel and be like, yeah, I want to get to 100 subs and just say fuck it? Like, who does that? Probably people out there, but I'm just saying that typically when you start a YouTube channel and you get interactive with the community and you get picked up the games that you want to do and what you want to do and you find out what type of content you want to create, you typically want to be successful. And since I've been doing this from high school, I did want to be successful, and I am almost at the gates of reaching there. But unfortunately, being African American and being Middle Eastern, our people just are never satisfied. And I can calmly and confidently agree that, yeah, but I guess I'm a little bit more understanding of my actual heritage, I guess I could say, and I don't know, it's just a little bit more understanding, a little bit more patient. I'm actually extremely patient. I could sit here and listen to people ramble on forever and give a good insight, but I guess I could say is a lot of people can't change. Never have the mindset inside of your head that some people just don't change, because people can't change. And I'm not even trying to talk about this in a dark manner. I'm being realistic here. This is reality. People can change at any minute, at any second. 1 minute they'll be calling you friend. The next minute you'll be your enemy. The next minute, they steal from you. The next minute they use you. Oh, they come back, they say it's a lie, want to still be your friend, and rinse and repeat. It's very toxic, but there are people out there. And I can say that it has happened to me a lot. And I guess I could say from the experiences that I've learned from it, the people that I have now, I constantly tell them that I'm thankful. Even though some of my friends are like, bro, you gay as hell. Because I'll be like, yo, Nick, yo, Nappy, Mo, Shady, Luke, Patters, PK, all the friends that I have, I love y'all. And they'd be like, yo, man, you roll that way? But no, I really do show my appreciation to everything. I really do. Like, I constantly say in every single stream and every single video, I'm like, thank you for watching, thank you for coming to the stream. But I don't want to say it too much where it loses its taste and flavor, but I definitely do show my ways of appreciation every single minute. And just, there's a lot of things that could happen at any little minute. So I'm not going to be, like as of 2015, I completely had my guard down and a lot of things happened. Typically 90% for the worst. Yeah, it actually was that bad, 90% for the worst. And I really have grown this year. I really have grown this year to someone who had a little bit of understanding with life and how bad it actually can be, to a person that actually has seen every bit of darkness and seen how bad life can actually be if it treats you in the wrong way and you become unlucky. And there just isn't anything that you can do about that but just keep going. And really, it sounds easier said than done. Trust me. I was the guy that shit talked anyone. It's like, oh, easy for you to say. I swear to you on my life, I was that guy. But it really is just it like that. You gotta keep going. And it's just, I don't know, it's irritating to hear that because you really don't know how long you're gonna keep going and you don't even know where to go. So if you don't know where to go, how the hell can you keep going? And it's just, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's a lot of people as well. It's just the whole point of me making this video is, in reality, I'm sorry if I've, changed topics a lot, but it's just the word friends. All right, I'm telling you from someone that has been used, that has been cheated on. Yeah, spouse-wise. That has been taken advantage of when it comes to like money and being too kind and keep giving. You really have to just, understand people, have a better understanding of people. And like I say, the number one most important thing is to not judge instantly, but to understand the character of that person, see what they do when they have a characteristic of their personality, see how they use it, and I guess that's when you can do a formal judgment at the end of it, which isn't even a bad thing to do because that's just fucking life. That's just how it goes. But really, coming from someone that has really dealt with it a lot and that has horrible anxiety every single night, I'm telling you just to never let your guard down. And that's just, it's not even a dark mindset. I know some people are going to be like, yo, this is dark. No, it's just reality, Jump from like 17 to 20 and shit changed. Next thing you know, not everyone is your friend. And probably people that you're friends with now probably shit talk you. And it's just, you will honestly never know until it's too late. I've been horribly hurt when it came to this year, when it came to friends and people and just everything. Sorry, that wasn't me getting upset. That was just my voice cracking. It's like 5 a.m. But I have been horribly torn apart when it comes to this. And even though a lot of people, they move on from it. But when it comes to someone with anxiety, you tend to cling on to things for a long time, and it's much harder for someone with anxiety to move on over something than someone without it. And with anxiety, it tells you all of these dark thoughts. It tells you all these things that you don't want to hear that may or may not be true. And it really beats you down. It really, really does, And for someone having it, since he's been like 10 years old? I know, like a young age. It's crazy. Let's just say that life experience has definitely taught me a lot. And it's teaching me in ways where to cope with it better. And it's just teaching me in ways where I shouldn't make this video an hour long. But, ooh, goodness. Ooh, my God. I am sorry about that. That's how you know I gotta go to bed. Oh, my God. But, point is watch out who you call friend. Especially in this community, I would definitely watch out who you call friend. That term can be used very strictly. That term can be used very loosely. And, yeah. And for anyone thinking if I'm talking about someone, I'm not. Most of the people that I'm talking about, they're not even around anymore. This is just my experience. Me stripping down. I'm naked. Talking. So, yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's probably the best way to put it. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's very irritating. God, the more it bothers me, the more I could talk about it forever. Like, I literally could sit here and talk about it for like hours and hours and hours. But who the hell is going to sit here and watch this almost 30-minute video? We're at 26 minutes right now. I don't know if anyone's still here, but if you are, just say it. But it's very irritating too when you find out that you have been used, and it's just the term leech comes into play. Completely took advantage of you because of a big number and a sub count. You mean absolutely nothing to them. You're just a breathing heartbeat person that has a big number. They want to talk to you and use you for that big number, but you don't know because you're goddamn too nice. And it's so irritating to think about because they just used you. You just got played. You just got played. And then it sucks because everybody that you knew that also knew the person that played you, support the one that played you. It's crazy. Trust issues start to happen. You start to regret. You start to feel bad. You start to be like, what if YouTube isn't even the thing anymore? And there has been multiple moments where I just thought about screw this, screw YouTube. There should be no reason why freaking Pokemon is doing this to me. But I've always had bad moods. It's just never have I ever thought that it happened from a kid's game, and it's crazy. I try not to step my cat, but it's crazy. It is. It genuinely is crazy, and come from someone that really has gone through. And I don't want to be repetitive, but I just don't want much more people to stress and feel bad and go through what I did. To just watch out. It's the best way you could put it. But then it comes to the term motivation. It's probably the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to this video. I know a lot of people get demotivated when they see people, quote unquote, with the put-ons. They see them, oh, this guy just easily grew off of someone else, and now I'm completely jealous because I've been trying this for God knows how long, and I'm not getting anywhere. Of course, I'm somewhere right now, but I'm not getting anywhere because other people were easily gotten somewhere because of someone else bigger. Easily. Some people tend to feel that way, and then they're asked themselves, what is the point of YouTube anymore if anybody can just get big off of someone else big? And that ends up coming with the term leech and put on. And I just think all of that is just so stupid, like all of that is just so stupid. I see it in a way where if you're friends with someone, and you both are helping each other grow, then it's a positive thing. That's exactly how I see it. And I guess that's just me, someone I guess who sees the good in like literally every fucking thing. It's actually crazy how I do. Like I could see like burnt waffles being like, oh my god, that's a nigga waffle. This one ended up being black. You're gonna feel real good in my stomach. It's crazy, But some people do end up feeling that way, where they're just like, it's not even worth it anymore if just anyone can get it. When is it going to be my time? That's the word. When is it going to be my time? I've been asking myself that for years. There was 2 straight years. 1 year where I had this channel, didn't really upload much. Another year where I did consistently upload and networked, and it wasn't getting anywhere. The year where I barely uploaded, I had 1,000 subscribers in a year. I was actually screaming with joy of that. The year where I consistently uploaded, went from 1,000 in the beginning of the year, ended the year at about 13,000. It's crazy. You may be like, oh, wow, he gained like 12,000 subscribers. No, it was more along in November, December, where I gained 8,000 subscribers, I guess I would say. What was this, like the year of 2013? It's like when X and Y finally came out. And I was asking myself all the time, when is my time going to come? Because of course, everybody wants success. Everybody wants success. I'm not going to lie to any of you. All right. I'm not going to lie to any one of you at all. Most YouTubers want to be success. Most YouTubers want to make money. All right. Most YouTubers want to enjoy this as a career. All right. Put all 3 of those together and that's a YouTuber. Any community at all, that's a YouTuber. And I just don't see what's wrong with some viewers will just be like, oh my God, this YouTuber's making money. Oh, curse you, the devil. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, niggas, we're trying to make money. What's the problem with that, dude? What is the problem with that? And I can tell you right now that I've wanted this for a long time. And it's crazy that I'm almost there, or I'm kind of there. It's ridiculous, but I have wanted this for a long time. And I know a lot of friends right now who are at my spot. Like I have a lot of friends in a Skype group right now that want this as well. And they're at like 2,000-3,000 subscribers. That's a great spot. But some of them just don't appreciate it. And it's just, they're at a spot where they want to get, quote unquote, big and successful and everything like that. And really, I guess it's so stressful because they kind of beat themselves down. And I have been there. I really have been there. For anyone who's watching this video and you're at like 100 subscribers, like 1,000 or 2,000, I've been there. I really have. And I'm not just gonna sugarcoat this. I swear, I've seen some big guys just be like, yeah, man, I used to be at 100 subscribers, and it ain't shit. When I got to 10,000, you can do it. Just keep working hard and make high-quality content. No, I'm not gonna give you that whack BS. I'm gonna be straightforward and honest with you. All right? It's not that easy, all right? This took me God knows how long, and even still, with someone else that probably has been on the same time that I have, they're probably at like friggin' 1 million. All right, but you just have to be happy with wherever you're at. If you think about it, here's the best way to look at it. Take the number of how much people are subscribed to you and put that into actual human beings. Okay? 100 subscribers, 100 people watch you. Boom. Of course, not every single subscriber is active, but just, it makes you feel positive when you look at it that way. It really does. But again, at the end of the day, it's just a number, and you shouldn't feel bad about it. I can say it is confidently because I did used to feel bad about it, and it was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous, all right? It was really ridiculous. And the whole thing when it comes to, again, the whole friend thing, get this. We're going to get a little more serious again. Get this. There have been some people, right, where you think and you start to ask yourself, really, are you really my friend? Will you really do anything for me? And next thing you know, when you leave, they're talking so much crap about you. And these are people that you would assume are your day one friends, the quote unquote day one niggas. It ends up becoming darker than more than you know. Next thing you know, you're going to find out that they're talking all this crap about you and they're making fun of you. You're their joke guy, the guy that they laugh about and sincerely just don't give a shit about you. It's just, it really is just sad and painful to sit down and listen to someone make fun of you. It really is. And I guess you can kind of put that into terms of bullying. And I'm not saying that I've been bullied, but I've had friends that have. And it really is something that just no one should really go through. And it's just not, see, that's just whack shit that everyone's just going to be saying, oh, you shouldn't go through this. No. Eventually, some people are going to go through it, and it's really sad, but I guess the best thing you can do is be there for them, just, I'm trying to sound like Malcolm X, and, no, oh my God, it's a bad example. I'm trying to sound like MLK right now. They call me the Black MLK, but really, this whole YouTube thing, you'd be surprised at how actually crazy it is. You're probably thinking, oh, hey, this thing it looks safe and okay. Let me join the community. It's actually a lot crazier than you think. Every single community has its own problems, and I can tell you right now that this community definitely has its own problems. All right, but yeah, really, there's probably a lot that you probably will never expect. And it's just absolutely insane and crazy. Some people you think that probably like each other probably don't, and I don't know. More are hurting than others, and it's just 2015 really has been a bad year. It really has been a year of thinking. And it's been a year where you're going to have to stop and ask yourself, where do I want to go with my life? And once you actually find out where you want to go with your life, you really will start to figure out that positive answer. And the word positive, oh my God, that word positive is such a stressful word. That word has left me awake countless times for years, thinking and trying to achieve that. Fuck success, dude. Forget the money, forget anything. Positivity really is key, and it really is one of the hardest things to work for, especially when you start to hit that late teen area, that 18, 19, that early 20s. It's the hardest to achieve because your life is just crumbling down. It's just so hard, dude, but it really isn't the end of the world. And I guess this ended up becoming more of a motivational, it's not over kind of video than a stripped down thing, but I guess I did strip down, you know? So really the only thing I guess that is important is friends and success, which you can definitely say, because I would say that's the most important thing. I definitely would, yeah. And I guess kind of have your morals set straight. I don't know. I really have just rambled on. I really have rambled on. I'm so sorry for rambling on, but I look at things. I can be a serious person, and I do look at things in a very serious way. Some people, you just really... I just can't stop talking about that. Some people you really do think that you know, you really don't know. And it's sad. There will be some people you don't even know that know more about you than people that you so-called call your friends. And there will be some people that even just, again, they just want to use you. It's ridiculous. And I don't know, dude. I guess it's bringing back up old tension since I did the strip down video. But it does feel a lot better to talk about it. But yeah, I guess... I can tell you right now, it's definitely a lot more to when it comes to this YouTube thing. I really can tell you that. And I'm being 100% honest. I'm being 100% honest. When it comes to this YouTube thing, the money is not the number one thing you're really focused on. I can tell you that right now. Well, that actually just sounds so stupid. Oh my God, because you need money to live. But it's definitely one of the top priorities you think of. But at the same time, you would think that it might be number one. Into some people's head, it eventually will become number one, because of your hardships and experience, you know, but making people happy and money will end up being a number one thing. But at the same time, it's definitely a lot more hard than it is. You know, some people think, oh, it's just easy to just be a YouTuber. It's not. There's a lot more to it. You're going to get into it with people. You're going to end up regretting if you haven't started this at all. Probably going to make a fool of yourself publicly, yes. And when you end up getting a bigger fan base, and you end up becoming bigger, and you make a fool of yourself, that's where it's actually going to get really bad. And no one's ever going to forget it. So I've really rambled on enough, because this shit is almost 40 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry for rambling on, but I guess that's it. So, yeah. So just, I guess, just, the number one thing I can tell you right now is you have, I don't want to say you have to, but it definitely is a positive thing to look for. To be positive is what even I'm still struggling with today and working towards. And you guys have really impacted and changed my life to where, you know, I really can think positive. Like, I don't know what I would do without you guys and the neighbors and everyone who supports me and all my friends, you know, and everyone who shows support to the channel. I don't know what I would do, you know, without you guys. Because before YouTube, I want you to know my life was way more darker than it sounds now. Like, you think this sounds dark? You think this sounds dark? No, I'm telling you. Before YouTube, oh my God, I don't want to talk about it. All right, but before YouTube, let's just say that shit was crazy. But I guess it's gonna be it for this strip down challenge. You don't really tag people. You just kind of strip down and talk about things, and you really just open up. Is really the whole kind of aspect behind the strip down thing. So. I know Nick's going to do one too, so I guess when he does it, I'll link it, because he's also a really smart guy when it comes to the thing. He probably speaks about more real stuff than I do. We both have different perspectives. I probably think a little different than he does, but yeah. So thank you everyone for the support. Thank you for watching. If you watched the video throughout this entire way, if you did, please let me know in the comment section. Give the video a thumbs up for your support as always. And yeah, last time I will ever be this serious. Good God, sometimes I can really get serious, you know? Sometimes I can. Ooh. But that's it. So again, thank everybody for watching. I've been NumbNexus. This has been the Strip Down Challenge. And I guess we have kind of opened up. So now you probably look at me in a different way. And I'm sorry about that. But hey, we all got our own issues, you know? No one's just public about it. And I'm very good with keeping it hidden because you probably didn't know shit about this. And now you know. Now you know. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I've said enough. I'm probably going to hit the sheets like 6 a.m. now. Jesus. All right, I've talked long enough. Thank you for watching, everyone. And yeah, goodbye.